Hey guys, this is Lewis. Welcome back to Stone 8 Problems. So on today's episode, I wanted to go ahead and discuss the importance of doing your homework and performing your due diligence, not just obviously with any endeavor that you wish to partake in. That should go without saying. But on today's episode, we're just gonna mainly focus on the gym and beginning this journey of fitness. Kudos to you if you just started or you already did start, but whatever. Just something I wanted to talk about because with a recent experience in my local gym, kind of wanted to get my opinions about it. And because I feel like a lot of people make this mistake, and it's not just newbies. I feel like a lot of people do it because, we all watch bodybuilders, we all watch these pros on YouTube and stuff like that. And a lot of people literally translate what they're doing into the real world. And people don't realize that the requisites for stimulation for them is way higher than what we need. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people just literally copy and paste the workouts and then put it on theirs, and then apply it to their training philosophy and their training methodology and how they perform their exercise and so on and so forth, when in reality, you don't really need to do that. Because there's just this really bad idea around that more equals better, or, no pain, no gains and stuff like that, when it's like, it doesn't really work that way. That's not really the case. And that's why I just stated that you really have to perform your due diligence and understand that the divergence there. Because it was brought to my attention because it's just like I was at the gym a couple weeks ago, and I go away in to do like one of my leg workouts, and then there's a skinny chick, and she's with one of the gentlemen that train there. I guess he does, and she's on the seated leg curl machine. And this guy is just helping her force these goddamn reps on the leg curl machine. And this girl has the face of death. Like pain personified. It's just plastered all over her fucking face. And I'm thinking, I'm hoping this workout's on. Like, even if I was a coach, I definitely would not make her do forced reps. It's clearly from this girl's physiology that she's not going to eat enough in order to recover from this. Which is something that most people definitely miss, but we'll get to that after. And no, but it's not the end. This girl's done. Like, in my estimation, she's done. Like, if I was a coach, I'd be like, all right, we're wrapped up. We're going on. No. They move on to the pendulum squats. They put like a 5 on each side. The girl does like 2 or 3 reps. And she's like, no, this is too heavy. I'm done. Like, blurts it out loud. And I'm like, all right, she's done. No, the coach says no. Let's just switch machines. Let's go do some leg presses. I'm like, God damn, this guy's gonna make this girl do leg presses. The girl's with her hands on her knees trying to push up and fucking like dying. She's like, no more, I can't do it. And they're not even done yet. Then they go to the fucking line hamstring machine. I'm like, line hamstring curls. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck? What sort of coach are you? The more time I spend in this game or whatever, the more I really start realizing how true it is with these memes and these gifs and these videos of these fucking moron trainers doing some ridiculous shit. Like, and it's so fucking true. It's such a prevailing issue. Like, a lot of people are morons. Like, a lot of these people are just get their CPT, which is some rudimentary fucking training bullshit. And they don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Because a lot of people that when they walk in there, like I said, it's more pain, it's more gain. More pain equals more gains. A lot of them is like, you have to make this as difficult as possible. And that's for a lot of people. It's like a lot of people, because like, don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of bodybuilders obviously for like inspiration, but with me, I'm understanding that what they are doing is not something that I should be doing. It's not something that I need to do in order to promote muscle growth. Like, I don't need that. These guys are pushing 300 pounds. You know, I'm talking about Brett Wilkins and fucking Ian Valair and Derek Lunsford and Nick Walker, and you got Chris Bumstead, and you got a fucking variety of fucking people. But these are fucking pros, bro. Pros. These guys have already passed, way past us. They've already achieved all that muscle density they're going to be able to achieve. They're on PDs. You know, that just goes without saying, obviously. And they're eating like 5,000 or 6,000 calories a day, motherfucker. Like, they all... You know, they, first of all, they require that stimulation because, you know, with the law of diminishing returns, the more you're in this, the more you're going to need just to get a tiny bit. It's like with anything, you know, it's just facts. We're not there yet. We're not eating that much. We're not on shit. We don't have that muscle growth that we require that amount of stimulation in order to promote growth. Like, less sometimes does equal more. A lot of times it does. It really is that way, particularly with us. Like, I'm natty. I don't need that shit. I'm not pushing 300 pounds. But that disconnect, I mean, that failure to realize that places people in a lot of bad situations and a lot of precarious situations, like with that girl. And like, that's how people end up cramping and injuring themselves and stuff, because you're just pushing your body to a point where it really doesn't need to. Because a lot of people come out here and they literally copy and paste those workouts and then pass on to them, and not understanding that you're not on their level, you're not eating as much as they are, you're not probably sleeping as much as they are, and you're not on shit. And even if you were, you're not there. You're not that big. You're not eating, like, you know what I'm saying? There's just so many variables that are going to be needed, that needs to be in place in order to facilitate that like, to be able to recover from that shit. Because those are some serious workouts. Those are death. Like, you will be, your fucking body, your whatever body part you use is going to be sore as fuck for a minute, fat ass minute. Like, for me, I can't do that. You know, my leg days are becoming more and more and more intense, but I'm not trying to go balls to the wall where I'm going to need to take a week to recover from doing legs. It's not, it's counterproductive. It's not conducive of me. That's not conducive for me in order to achieve muscle growth. Because guess what? In 4 days, I got to hit it again. And that's why I keep constantly preaching to people, log your fucking workouts, log your numbers. If you're going to the gym blind, you're not really taking it seriously. It's just that simple. If you're not logging your numbers and you're going to the gym, you're eating shit. You need to log your numbers to understand, okay, this is what I hit on my top set, this is how many reps I did, and this is what I need to do in order to beat it. You know what I'm saying? These guys are not paying attention to that anymore. They don't, because they don't need to. They don't need to follow progressive overload, because there just comes to a point where you're going to lift so much goddamn weight, you're going to tear a pec off. That's different. We're still in that phase where progressive overload is king. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, once you get that big, your muscles are huge, but your tendons are not really getting any bigger. That's why you see guys trying to, which is stupid, doing 1 rep max with like 500 pounds on an incline dumbbell, on an incline bench press, and they tear their shit. I'm not trying to go through that. But that's why it's imperative to learn your numbers, and that's why it's imperative to do the research and understand. And understand what you need, and understand what you need to do in order to facilitate growth. Because it's a huge fucking issue. And it's scary. Like, I see people, like, I see videos all the time of people cramping with their legs and stuff like that. Like, that hasn't happened to me in a very long time. And I would like, you know, because you know, it's just not needed. You know, people want to put, you know, that big dick, and they want to go through these fucking ridiculous workouts, when, if anything, you're probably doing yourself a disservice, because why would you want to wait a week to work out again? You know, like, that's, to me, that's why, to me, the bro splits don't really make any fucking sense. They don't. If you're doing a bro split because of time, that's fine. But wait, no. That doesn't even make any fucking sense, because that means you're going to the gym at least 5 times a week. There's no way you don't have enough time to hit the gym. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not conducive. And people really don't understand. Like, even personal trainers, they don't understand what is needed to recover. Like, recovery is the holy word. That's what you need. That's what you need to be conscious of. Push yourself to the point where, you know, where you're increasing the intensity, increasing the load, increasing the rest, following progressive overload, but don't push it so goddamn much that you can't recover from it. Don't push it to the point where you're not eating enough food for it, you're not sleeping enough for it, and you're not having your micro and macronutrients in place to facilitate the recovery needed for that, you know, to get away with that sort of workout. Most of us can't do what these motherfuckers be doing. I can't do an even later workout. I'll die. Trust me, I've tried. It's not fun. It's brutal, but my legs are dying. I'm like, bro, this is not conducive for me at all. And that's what I try to, like, fucking preach to people. And that's why it's something that you really do have to understand and take into consideration. And just do your fucking research. I tell people, do your research, do your homework. Because it's just an unfortunate thing. Because when people go to these personal trainers, because I get it, you know, you're new, you don't really know what you're doing, you don't really want to think about it, you want someone, you know, guiding your hand, which is doing yourself a disservice. Because like I just stated earlier, a lot of these people don't know what the fuck to do. They don't even teach proper form, they don't teach full range of motion, they don't do any of that shit. I'm just there like, who though? Any idiot can get a PT. It could be a PT, sorry. It's flabbergasting. Like, I'm astounded. But they do this thing and they don't know what to do. And in their mind it's like, oh, I gotta make this motherfucker work out as difficult as possible, so they think that I know what I'm doing. When you're, if anything, fucking these people over, you're getting fucked over, because there's no way you as a newbie is aware of what I just was elaborating about. You know, are you eating enough? Are you sleeping enough? Are you drinking enough water? Are you in, like, it's not just macros that you have to take into account, which is your protein, carbs, and fats, obviously, but do you have your micronutrients in place? Are you aware of your electrolyte intake? Are you aware of your B vitamin intake? Are you aware of, like, are you taking your collagen, for example? Are you taking your omega-3s? There's just so many things that are in place. Like, I'm not saying you have to take collagen, but if you're not taking collagen, you're falling behind. But a lot of people that are new are not aware of that. And like I said, a lot of people watch these things and they go on TikTok, which is a fucking toxic sludge of misinformation. Not everybody that's on there is spewing bullshit, but a lot of people are. Most people are. And it's very difficult to understand what's right, what's wrong, what's real, what's bullshit. That's why you have to do your fucking homework. It's going to obviously provide you so much service in the long run. And then once you have that great foundation in place, you could really start figuring out what you need to do. What does your body respond to? And that's part of the journey that makes it a lot more fun, because you really start becoming more aware of how your body works. I enjoy it. I just feel bad for that. Like, I brought this up because I really feel bad for that girl. I'm like, bro, I don't even do that. I don't do force reps. I'll do a drop set. Not even a drop set, a back off set if I don't hit the number that I wanted to on my working set. Because a lot of times when I increase slow, maybe I'll hit like 7, 8 reps, which is still really good if I'm going up in weight. But, you know, I'll do a back off set, you know, just to get a little bit more volume in there, drop the weight a little bit, give myself a rest, obviously, and then go at it again hard. But I could do that because I eat enough. And I have my vitamins in place. And I have all these, you know, everything I've been talking about, I actually am keeping track of. I'm keeping in mind of what I'm doing. There is no way in hell that girl is able to do that. There's no way in hell that girl is going to be able to recover from that workout adequately. You know, there's no way. I got like 70, 80 pounds on that girl. And it's unfortunate because it makes people not want to go to the gym, because they associate that level of pain and discomfort with exercise. And a lot of people are not going to be able to handle that, like, are not going to be able to deal with that sort of synergy in their head for a very long time and want to keep going. You know, because it's a beautiful thing to exercise. It's a beautiful thing to put your body to use and make it active. And, you know, it makes you not want to kill people and stuff. It's really great. But that's why you have to do your homework, man. It's just so many people are fucking goddamn lazy nowadays and impatient. And you see these stupid things will get shredded or get huge in 12 weeks, 12-week shredded program. I'm like, how the fuck, what do you mean 3 months I'm going to get shredded? I'm going to see ridiculous results. I'm not, like, if you're a newbie, maybe you can get away with it. Maybe, maybe not. But there's no way I will be able to. And I'm not going to crash diet or place myself in 1,000 calorie surplus where I'm blow it up like a balloon and call it gains. Slow and steady wins the race. You know, I don't buy any of that bullshit. You know, and I hope you don't either, because it's just not gonna do it. Anything that's quick and easy, it's not worth it, and it's a fucking lie. Because especially in this goddamn thing, you are not going to achieve your dream physique in a year or two. Unless you're a genetic outlier, unless you're like Jake Cutler or Phil Heath or Ronnie Coleman or Big Ramy, I'm pretty sure you're not. You know, these guys are the cream of the crop, like the creme de la creme of fucking genetics. You know, I'm nowhere near a fucking Flex Wheeler. You're not gonna achieve your dream physique. It's time and dedication, patience, a whole lot of fucking patience. But it really is imperative for you to do your homework, not fall for these idiot fucking personal trainers that don't know what they're doing. Most of them don't. There are some that might know what they're doing, but the ones you see in your local fitness center, son uno culo cagado. They don't have, like, I see them and I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell you'll catch me. I'll be dead before I waste my money on a personal trainer. Because I can do it on my own just fine, and I'm seeing results. You know, it's just like, but it really goes back to that disconnect. And that really goes back to the fact that, you know, more does not always equal better. And to not listen to, and not, like, don't go on YouTube and watch a Nick Walker workout, but, oh, I'm going to do exactly what he does. Don't. You're not him. He's over here and you're down here. Like, you're below the fucking screen of what you need to get gains. These guys are already on that level. These guys already plateaued, basically. They're not following progressive overload anymore because they already got past that point. And they continue to follow progressive overload, they're going to tear something. You're not there yet. Follow progressive overload. Know what the fuck you need to do. Be aware, like, when you hit too much volume and you feel like you're not recovering time, bring it back a bit. If you're following push-pull legs and then in 4 days or whatever, you're going back to that same routine and you still feel tight and sore, you're going to need to put down the volume. Or if you're feeling like a spring chicken in 2 days after you do a workout, you might be working out like a little pussy. Put up the volume a little bit. Put up the intensity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, like, it really comes down to also understanding your body and listening to it and seeing what it needs and seeing what it's telling you. But I'm going to leave it at that. Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or any comments about this particular subject or something else, you know, feel free to obviously leave it down below in the comment section. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening. And until next time, peace.